आज हमारे साथ एक ऐसी पर्सनालिटी है जो अपने में एक आयरन लेडी है. मैं उनको आयरन लेडी कहना चाहूँगा. And let me introduce you to her. Her name is Shagufta Patel. Shagufta is passionate about people and more importantly, change. And you would be surprised to know that she began her career at the age of 38, leaving behind her traumatic past. And besides work, she forayed into the field of human development, जो बहुत interesting है. You know what she does? Every session she offers from success and essential skills, from coaching to image management, branding and hypnotherapy to energy healing. And it is all dedicated to developing and enhancing self-awareness, improving yourself, self-empowerment also. You would be surprised to know that she is India's first and only sleep talk facilitator. We'll discuss about sleep talk in detail from her for sure. Yeah? She helps parents raise confident kids, which eventually creates happier families. She is also a chief editor of Aspire Dubai. And let me tell you one thing. While I was preparing the introduction for her, she has got so many credentials to her name that it literally got a twist in my tongue. You know, from hypnotist to sleep talk to NLP to image consultant to REBT to DBT to so many credentials. मैं थक गया but वो credentials खत्म नहीं. Shagufta, how come so many certifications from your side?
Hey Rahul, first of all, thank you so much for inviting me on your show. It's an absolute pleasure to be talking to you, to be connecting to your audience through you. And आपने पूछा, so why so many certifications? It's like a carpenter's tool, है ना? So where he has so many tools over there, and पता नहीं कब क्या जरूरत पड़ जाए, because कभी you need the hammer, sometimes you need the saw, sometimes you need the plier, depending on the situation that you're working on. So when I'm working with somebody individually or whatever, हर एक का situation, हर एक का issues different होता है. It's not a one size fits all kind of a solution, right? Everybody comes with their own past, their experiences, उनका own conditioning होता है, उनके issues different, same भी अगर issues हो, लेकिन surrounding factors अलग-अलग होते हैं. They're very different. So the solution is very different for everybody. So what works for one may or may not work for the other. And that's why, these are like tools that I have. And when I'm working individually with somebody, I don't know what I might need. So it's like my focus always is that when a person comes to me, he should go back with a solution. He should go back, satisfied that yes, he's found the answer to his problem. And then just one thing might not be enough. So sometimes, you have this entire toolbox, and then whatever is required, I just pick up that tool to use it. So that's why I felt it was required at that point in time.
फैंटास्टिक शगुफ्ता. सो अगर मैं इसको दूसरी भाषा में समझना चाहूँ तो जैसे डॉक्टर के पास हर एक डिफरेंट टाइप के एलिमेंट के लिए डिफरेंट टाइप की मेडिसिन होती है. These are sort of medicines which you give depending on the ailments what the patient has, isn't it?
Precisely, yeah. And yes, you can compare it to a doctor's medicine kit as well. Yes.
Okay, Shagufta, while I was introducing you, you had mentioned about sleep talk. So how does sleep talk help and it supports parents especially? It's an interesting concept.
Yes, it is very interesting, also very new for parents in India. Now, Sleep Talk is basically a tool, I would say, for parents with kids between the ages of 0 to 13 years. So this is essentially for kids between the ages of 0 to 13. And what the Sleep Talk does is it's a programming tool. So अभी तो हमको काफी सारा information है, and we know that we are a function of a programming, right? We run on a program. Our subconscious mind is a program that runs us literally. 95 to 98% of the times we are running on autopilot without even realizing it. And this programming happens majorly when we are young. Between the ages of 0 to 9 is when your major programming happens. And then a programming continues a little bit more till the child turns, 12, 13, till the child reaches the age of puberty. So your entire blueprint of your life or your programming of your life is happening at that age, 0 to 13. And the sleep talk is a very, very powerful tool that the parents can use in the comfort of their homes when the child is sleeping. And that's why it's called the sleep talk. Okay. And the parents talk to the child. And by that, they are reaching the subconscious mind to remove the unwanted programming, the stuff that is taken on which is not favorable to the child. And then they also have the option of, you know, installing new programs, the ones that are productive, the ones that are favorable to the child. So it's not a therapy. It's called a process because there's a way of doing it, and it's done in the comfort of their homes. It is non-intrusive, non-medical, nothing. And because it is the parents who are working with the child, and not the third party. So I teach the parents what they have to do, right? And parents being the primary caretakers and influencers in a child's life, uh, whatever the parents say is very readily accepted by the child's mind. So this is what the sleep talk does. One thing that I'd like to add here,
Yeah.
Rahul, is that a lot of parents feel that sleep talk is all about positive affirmations, and करना ही क्या होता है, बस नींद में you have to talk about positive things, you know. But if it is not done the right way, or if it is not done keeping the future in mind, that actually proves to be even more harmful for the child later on. Yeah. And if we have the time, I'd like to share an example on that. Do we?
Yes, please. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. So, for example, one parent came to me and said that the child is, doesn't like, he's stopped going to school. He doesn't enjoy going to school so much. He's making a lot of fuss going to school. And so I started telling him that you like going to school, you enjoy going to school. I said, fabulous. What happened after that? So she said, oh, but, after talking to him in his sleep, he actually started, his tantrums became less. He was okay to go to school. I said, fabulous. Now I asked her, do you know why he was not ready to go to school or not willing to go to school? She said, no idea. I said, maybe, I don't know, but maybe the child was being bullied at school. Maybe there was an incident that happened that made him uncomfortable. Even a small little thing, doesn't have to be something very major. Maybe the teacher is showing some kind of favoritism which is not going well with the child. There could be so many multiple reasons. And without clearing the cause and just telling him that you enjoy going to school, what you're telling the child, very indirectly, is that it's okay to be bullied. Favoritism is okay. Whatever happened, big, small incident, forget it, just move on. Now he's doing it, but eventually you've taught him that. And later on in life, when he becomes an adult, at work or wherever in life, if he's being bullied, if there's something like this, he will not be able to take the right action step or stand up for himself. And do you would want that for your child? And she said, no, I didn't even think about this. So I said, it's not about positive affirmations. If it's not done the right way, you're actually setting up the child for failure in his adult life.
Absolutely. And this is so interesting. Yeah. Actually, tell me one more thing with related to what you just informed us, Shavasta. With present scenarios where travel is quite restricted, do you offer these programs online, or does the child has to be present with you?
So this is the beauty of the sleep talk and the purposeful parenting that I do, that it can be done from any part, any corner of the world. And it's not a therapy, so I don't need to meet the child at all. I actually don't need to see the child at all, not even once. Because the minute you take a child to a therapist or a counselor, the first question that, pops up in a child's mind would be, why am I being brought here? What's wrong with me? So we don't want that thing to come in at all. And so my session would only be with a parent. Any part of the world, we can have Zoom consultations as well. So that works. And because this is done at home by the parent when the child is sleeping, it's very simple and effective, and just takes 2 minutes every night. That's all.
Oh wow, this 2 minutes is very good. Another question. How does it impact the children, and what difference does it make to their lives, especially if we talk about future? Because you discussed that in future there would be certain there might be certain apprehensions if it is not done the right way. So how does it impact the child, and what's the difference it is going to make into the lives of the children?
Wonderful question, Rahul. Let me just explain this by way of an example. Now, we've all used computers.
Absolutely,
yeah. We all use computers. And computers के दो part होते हैं. One is a hardware, we know that, which is the machine actually. And then what actually makes the computer run is the software that we feed in.
Yeah.
Without the software, आपका कितना भी अच्छा computer होगा, it will not work. Yeah. And we do also know that sometimes there are viruses and bugs that get into the system in the software, which when happens, it will, alter the results that you get, or the computer might eventually crash and not work. Okay. And when that happens, what we do is we have to reboot the system. We've got to put an antivirus software. We got to kind of, do all those steps. And sometimes, also reinstall the entire program, or maybe even if there's nothing happening, nothing wrong, we also upgrade our systems, right, to a better version, to a better software for better productivity. So this is exactly what the Sleep Talk does, is it removes all the unwanted, the negative influences, the programming that has gone wrong. So all the behaviors that you see in children, the tantrums, the fuss, the sleep and the anxiety, the separation anxiety, sibling rivalry, speech disorders, selective mutism, all of this are just symptoms of an underlying program that has got a little bit of, I would say a virus or a bug somewhere. And what the Sleep Talk does, it eliminates all of that. It removes the unwanted programming, clears the system. So you can see it's a system reboot, and then you install the softwares, upgraded softwares, better softwares. And eventually when you do that, obviously you start seeing different results. So in the long run, what you're setting up the child is setting them up for success. And it's not about cushioning the child. It's not about protecting the child. It's about preparing the child, so that they're better able to deal with whatever they are later face in life. That's what you're doing with the Sleep Talk. You're upgrading their systems.
Very interesting conversation, Mr. Gupta. You just pointed out that you are upgrading the system, or अगर कोई virus है, bug है, we are just removing it, right? Just a thought, right? While we were growing up at our age, there were sort of money discussions which were happening with us, right? So can we improve those money realities, at least for our kids, which may make them the next Warren Buffett, or one of the biggest business person on this planet Earth? Is it possible with Sleep Talk?
It is possible. That is something that is done in phase 3. Okay, where we actually put in or install the new productive softwares that you really want to. Having said that, I would also like to add here, Rahul, that, the myth is that parenting is more about the child. It's about the child. Of course it is, but it's more about the parent as well, right? So when you're installing it, okay, you always have to keep in mind what's best for the child, not for the parent. So there are a lot of parents who actually make this mistake of wanting things for their child that they think is the best for the child.
Absolutely.
Rather the approach should be what's best, not my expectations of what's supposed to be, but what's actually best for the child. So
and how do you identify that what's best for the child? Because even if we are parents, right, हमने जो अपने experience से सीखा है, अपने आसपास देखा है, and that's how we define. So how do we get to know if we are wrong, what's the best for the child?
So we are going a little deeper into the conversation when we're moving into a little bit of something which might not seem very logical to a few people, but at the same time, it's a fact that
just give an overview. Let's not just go deep dive into it, because I understand that a lot of people would find a disconnect because they are not into this particular process. So just give us a feeler, and then we'll move to the final question. Yeah?
So I would always suggest here, Rahul, that let the child decide for himself or herself what they want, rather than you having the expectations of the child. This is how it's supposed to be. Rather, let the child choose for himself, because as an individual, they exactly know what they want to do. It's just that we as a parent tend to become so overprotective that we don't teach them to make the decisions for themselves, especially in our Indian context. Yeah. We just don't give them the autonomy, and we want to decide everything for them. And that's when they become adults, they actually feel insecure in taking decisions for themselves. And they're always looking for validation outside. Should I do this? Should I not do that? Whereas the answer always lies with the person themselves. Very broadly explained.
I totally connect what you had said. So I totally get it, and I think it's a very valid point. Let the child decide what he wants, and then it can be improved upon. Fantastic. So one final question, Shagufta. Does money play an important role in all this?
So when you say money plays an important role, do you mean that should parents invest in this for their child? Is that what you mean?
Absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely, yes, Rahul. Because especially I've seen this. हमारे India में culture ये है कि we will only come to a point जब पानी सर के ऊपर चला जाता है, and we start looking for solutions. Rather, the better approach would be like prevention is better than cure, right? When you have a solution that can prevent a lot of things and make things better in a lot way, why not do it? And the cost is also not very expensive. It's less than what you would actually spend for a smartphone. So people don't mind spending and upgrading their phones every once in 2 years, 3 years. They want a better phone. They want to change their phones. But if the same solution is offered to them, with something which lasts a lifetime for the child, they have a lot of thoughts about it. And I've seen this trend. They will, we don't need it. Yeah, you don't need it. Yes, maybe you feel you don't need it, but then later on when the actual issues come, and then you tend to spend actually more than what you could have done to prevent it. So it's always about prevention better than cure.
I totally understand, and it's more important even for parents to understand this, that prevention is always better than cure, and it's an investment, the right word which you said, right? And it's a key word which should be highlighted, that it's an investment which would give results to their kids in future, and they should be investing in this kind of scenario. How many kids' life have you improved till now, Shagufta?
Well, I would say nearly over 100 so far.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, over 100 so far, through the sleep talk process. And because still, it's still in its nascent stages, people are still not very aware of it. And again, like I said, people don't feel the need for it at this moment. They think, we think about it when it happens, but it's usually too late. It's usually too late, because you do realize the conflicts that happen when children become teenagers and adults, and by the time you've crossed the stage where you could have actually made the difference, because the programming happens between the ages of 0 to 13 years.
Fantastic. I think that makes a very valid point for the parents to focus on this side of it, and they should be investing this kind of money in order to improve their kids, and they become a better human beings, which would create so many beautiful things on this planet Earth. Thank you, Shagufta, for your time. I know you are hard pressed for your time, and I really appreciate that you could take out some time with us. We'll definitely have you with us on our next session whenever it is possible. Thank you so much for being here. And friends, Shagufta आज हमारे साथ थी, and उनकी डिटेल्स हम आपके साथ डेफिनेटली शेयर करेंगे. What she does, आप लोगों ने सुना, and this is part of a interesting conversation which we are trying to align with so many people, and Shagufta was one of them. Thank you so much, Shagufta. Thank you so much again. Yeah.
Thank you, Rahul. Thank you again so much to you as well for having me here. Thank you.
Pleasure.